Hi, we are from group number 3 and this is the project assignment video for ECE 242. Our group consists of 4 members. This is the list. The first one is AMIRAH binti AZHAR, which is me. The second one is NURULHIDAYAH binti AHMAD HIDZIR. Next, AFIQAH binti AWAL, and the last one is Muhammad AJWAD bin AZMI. So first of all, you're going to look at the question given. The question asks us to design the IPv4 and IPv6 network addressing for the network topology in figure 1. As you guys can see here, there is 4 subnets in the figure and we have to find the IPv4 and IPv6 address for each subnet. Okay, to solve this question, we have to use a VLSM method. So what is a VLSM method? We're going to look after this. VLSM stands for a variable length subnets, and VLSM allows organization to use more than one subnet mask within the same network address space. This is often referred to as subnetting a subnet. Next, in order to use the VLSM method, you must have a routing protocol that supports the VLSM. This including RIP2, OSPF, and EIGRP. And the last one, large subnets are created for addressing LANs and small subnets are created for WAN links.
Okay, this is the topology for the first one, which is for the ISP internet with the internet modem. Okay, this is the solution for topology number 1. Firstly, we need to design the IP address for this question, which is 192.168.150.0. The class is C and the type of network is private network. Why? The type of network is private because in internet networking, a private network is a computer network that uses private IP address. These addresses are commonly used for local area networks in residential, office, or home. Both the IPv4 and IPv6 specifications define private IP address range. So next, the network is 192.168.150.0 and the subnet mask for class C is 255.255.255.0 and the IPv6 address we can obtain from the IPv4 address, which is 2002 C0EX /9600 /48. Okay, IP address usually can be obtained from the internet service provider and internet modem router. Also can be called as a gateway. Will connect to the internet and distribute the internet connection to the multiple device like a router. The modem takes signal from the ISP and then it will translate them into the signal your local device can be used. The connection between the house and the internet is known as a wide area network. Each modem has an assigned public IP address that identifies it on the internet. The router connects to the modem and then to all the devices, either an Ethernet cable, in the case of a wireless router, Wi-Fi signal. The router creates a local area network within the house, allowing the device to send the files.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad AJWAD bin AZMI and I will be explaining on the next host which our group self assigned for the next host which are linked to the router, and the router will be linked on the smart TV, IP phone, and also entertainment server. So we assign for this particular router 96 hosts. So before that, each network will require a network address and also a broadcast address. So all of these devices will use this network but in the background only. So therefore, in order to assign the host, we need to add on another 2 more hosts in order to account the network addresses and also the broadcast address. So let's move to the solution and how to find the IPv4 addressing and also IPv6 addressing based on the 96 hosts. So based on the solution that been pointed out in the slide, in order to find the IPv4 addressing and IPv6 addressing on the 96 host, we need to add on another 2 more hosts in order to account for the network addresses and also the background broadcast address. So after we adding the 96 hosts, another 2 more hosts, it will be 98 hosts. So therefore, we need to find the 2 base power in order to find the network host bit that be needed, and also the network bit that will be needed. So in order based on the 98 host, so the host that will be needed are 7 network bit and also 1 host bit, which acquired 128. So this 128 will be pointed out to the next host. So therefore, our LAN address, which is our IPv4 addressing for the 98 host, 192.168.150.0/25, which 1 host bit we add on to the 24, which is our class C addressing. So as soon as we get the IPv4 addressing, we could able to determine the IPv6 addressing, which are 2002 C0AA 9600 /48, which the subnet mask would be 255.255.255.128.
So this is a Wi-Fi network subnet mask. For this subnet mask, I have assigned it as the 54 host. So 54 plus with 2, you will get 56. So 2 power of what, you will get close with 56. So I'm going to take 6, where it will equals to 64. Remember, you have to choose the value greater than 56 or close to 56. These 2 things you need to consider. So for the network bits, we will get 6. Where do we get a network bits? It is from what power that we use. Next, for the host bit is 2. Remember, 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. So 8 bit minus with 6 bit, which is a network bits, it equals to 2. So the balance 2 is for host bit. So for the IPv4 is 192.168.150.128/with26, and for the subnet mask is 255.255.255.192, and for the IPv6 is 2002:9680//with/48. So for this IPv6, it's octet, where it represents as a hexadecimal number.
Next, this network topology is assigned as a 23 host. So to find the LAN address, firstly we have adding another 2 hosts, which is 23 plus 2 is equal to 25 hosts. So that 2 hosts is belong for the network address and the broadcast address. So to assign the network LAN address, actually we need to know what is the network bit and the host bit. So by using 2 power of n, actually we can identify the value of the network bit and the host bit. So since the host is 25 hosts, so we need to find what is the 2 power of n will equal to 25 hosts or more than 25 hosts. So 2 power of 5 is equal to 32, and the 32 is more than 25 hosts. So we can use a 2 power of 5. 2 power of 5. 5 is actually is equal to the network bit, and since it has 8 bit, so another 3 bit is for the host bit. So this 32 is actually we can determine the host portion for the IPv4 address, and also can used in the to find in the box method. So in the LAN address, the answer for the 23 hosts in the IPv4 address is 192.168.150.192/27. So 192 at the back is actually for the host portion that we assign from the 23 hosts, and 192.168.150 is for the network portion, which is that we assign for the IPv4 address is from the class C. So that's why is the network portion is start from 192.168.150. So /24/7 is actually the prefix length for the host portion. Subnet mask for the IPv4 address is equal to 255.255.255.224. So next is to find the IPv6 address. Actually, we just convert from the IPv4 address. So the IPv6 address for this host is 2002.608.9660/48.
This is the for topology number 5, which is home office server network. So what is server? Server is a computer which is connected to a network of other workstation, which also called as a client. So a client computer requests information from the server over the network. So this is the solution for the previous figure, which is for the 14 hosts. So firstly, 14 plus 2 equal to 16. Why plus 2? Because to account the network and broadcast address. So to the power of 4 equal to 16. As we know, the power of 4 is for the network bit. So how to find host bit is by 8 minus bit 4 equal to 4. So next, the network address is 192.168.150.224/28. And the subnet mask is 255.255.255.240. And this is for the IPv4. And for the IPv6, we just can be obtain the IPv6 from the IPv4. So for the IPv6 is the 2002 semicolon C0AX semicolon 96E0 semicolon /48. Okay, this is the figure for 2 hosts. Okay, this is the solution for the previous figure, which is for the 2 hosts. So firstly, 2 plus 2 equal to 4, to the power of 2 equal to 4. So as we know, the power of 2 is the network bit. So how to find host bit is by 8 minus bit 2 equal to 6. So the next, the network address is 192.168.150.240/30. And the subnet mask is 255.255.255.252. This is the IPv4, and for the IPv6, the network address is 2002 semicolon C0AX semicolon 96F0 double semicolon /40x. The IPv6 we can be obtained from the IPv4.
So on the next part on how to answering this question. So in this VLSM question, there will be 2 methods on answering this question, which are the calculation method and also the box method. So I will be explaining on you how to answering this question host by using the box method. So first of all, we need to draw a large square box, and in a large box that will be consist of 255 hosts. So based on the host that we all assign. So firstly, on answering this question, so for the first host, which are the 96 hosts, by using the power of base power of 2, which are 2 to the power of 7, which is equivalent to 128 hosts. So this 128 host value will be inserted into the box, which needed to separate this box into half, which will be 128 hosts each. So the 128 host value will be inserted into the left side. So and all of these value that we will be calculated will need to solve will be shaded since these value are the wanted values. So on the next host, which are the 54 hosts. So for the 54 hosts, by using 2 to the power of 6, which equivalent to 64 hosts. So these 64 hosts are equivalent to on the right side of this box method will be separated into half, which is equivalent to 64 hosts each. So this value 64 hosts will be inserted on the top of the right corner, and bear in mind all of these boxes will be insert the host value, which for the example the 64 host value, and the balance of the remaining hosts, which are 128 hosts, and also on the bottom on the right, which are the value of the addition of these both value, which are 141 hosts. So moving to the next part, which are the 23 hosts that will assign. So for the 23 hosts, we assign so 2 to the power of 5, which is equivalent to 32 hosts, which equivalent to, we separate again the remaining boxes into half, and for the next host, which are for 14 hosts, so 14 hosts will be separated into half also, and will be insert on the bottom on the right, on the left corner. And for the next host, which are the cube host 2 hosts, and will be insert on the right, and the remaining boxes left will be left unshaded.
So the conclusion that we can conclude by doing this project assignment is, firstly, we have to need to know how to assign the IPv4 and IPv6 address in the network topology. It is because every host has their own IPv6 address that we need to find either in the LAN address or the WAN address. So next, we also have to know the type of IPv4 address, either in the public or private. So in this project assignment, we take the private address of the IPv4 address, since our IPv4 address is start from the 192.168. Thirdly, we have to know what is the VLSM and the method by using it. So the VLSM is actually, it can adjust the number of the subnet and the number of address depending on the specific needs of our network. VLSM also always begins by specifying the host requirement of the largest subnet and continue subnetting until the host requirement of the smaller subnet are specified. So next, we have to know how to use the box method. By using the VLSM method, the box method can figure out the subnet. So we also can use another method, which is the circle method and the VLSM chart. Lastly, at the end of this conclusion, we can identify the benefit of VLSM, such as to allow efficient use of the address space, allow the use of the multiply subnet mask length, breakout and the address block into the smaller custom, allow for routes to summarization, and the others. So I think that's all from us. Thank you.